I'm a paying customer. It's not like I'm wanting charity here. Nintendo, can you do it?
Since Spacies.
G'day invaders, wrong screen. Wrong screen. Can anything work properly in this house? How you guys doing? Let me sort this out. That's better. G'day invaders, welcome to Since Spacies. This is Sunday night. Yeah, we don't normally do a Sunday night stream, but here we are, trying something new. It is 24 degrees at 8 p.m. It's getting warm. Wait for it. Wait for it. G'day invaders, welcome to Since Spacies. I might switch this camera angle around. I'll have to sort out why that didn't go to the right camera. That one? That one. Come on, you can do it. There we go. G'day invaders. Yeah, we're doing a different stream tonight because I wanted to do a different time slot because I wanted to free up the days for myself. I felt like Sunday streams in the middle of the day from 11 till 3, I just wasn't getting enough followers, viewers, I should say. And it was stopping me from being able to go out and enjoy myself on the weekend. JK Gamer, thank you for the follow. So I've decided to do the stream instead of at 11 o'clock start, move it over to a stretch. I just got here. I just started. Relax. So yeah, I wanted to start doing the stream at night because I was not getting out and about during the daytime, and I kind of need to get out and about more exercise-wise. So there's that. And also, there was just no one watching, not many people. So hopefully people can, which means I've got to totally do my graphics and everything to accommodate for the new timetable. Something I've got to work on later. But what we are streaming tonight, if I can find the game, is Pinball. Yep, first time. Welcome to the stream. There is a button down there that you can activate, which is for first time viewers in the redemption buttons. I hope you can find it. I haven't played Pinball FX in ages. There we go. Oh, it actually picked up from where we left off last time. That was good of it. I don't know what to play, so how about... I don't know what to play first. Is this my favorites, this one? My collection. The Zen Studios one. Alright, let's just go with Son of Zeus and work our way through. I can't think of a logical way of going through it otherwise. Son of Zeus is not the greatest. We'll play it once and then just move on. I think that sounds fair. I probably should switch over to the proper camera angle. JK Gamer, I've got a question for you, mate. What was your first console and what was the first game you played on it? This chick sounds way too sexually charged up for this game. But it is Hercules. We are talking about son of a god. There's there's a bit of text that can be taken out of context. Shoot the snake. I am trying. I got it. It was a good attempt. I ate 100 heads for breakfast. Sounds like you need a better diet. I've been doing some changes to the back end as well. Getting my stream deck set up better. I don't know how else to explain it. For clips, doing clips later. Oh. Because I was looking at my Twitch page and I saw the last highlight I put up there was from over a year ago. And I realized, oh, geez, I don't really use that highlights feature a lot. Probably should. So I set up the Stream Deck in to be able to help with that, and hopefully I'll be able to do that. Mind you, getting stream highlights from a pinball game, kind of hard. That sound effect is so loud. Who writes the line, "See you, never"? Well, I had no say in that. I got one doggy. Far out. It is so hard to get those targets down there. Bit brutal. Because that's what volcanoes do. Oh, God damn it. Oh, that was so quick. How was I to react to that? Ah, hate the side shoots. Son of Zeus. That's kind of close. Yeah, I kind of don't want it to be up there. I'm trying. Couldn't save the dude. Oh, I thought I was straight down the guts there for a second. The dialogue in this is so strange. Especially her lines, whoever she is. God damn it. I don't know if I got the achievement on this table. I don't recall seeing the little trophy icon. Okay. It says shoot the bumpers, but it's... I think this has probably been one of the most successful I've been on this particular table. I haven't had a chance to look at what the updates on the top right are saying. The new Pinball FX game gets released sometime this month on Xbox and Xbox Series X and PlayStation 4 and 5. So yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing what the new version of Pinball FX is going to be like. I've got all the tables. I think I got all the tables anyway on Pinball FX3. Ah, I stuffed that up. Ah, god damn it. That when it hits that roundabout and comes back, it is so damn stressful. Damn. I knew that was coming. I've got 5 million points to go. Okay. And I stuffed that up. That could have really helped. That could make the difference. Ah, God damn it. Lame. If you do play Pinball FX3, add me on Xbox Live, because I wouldn't mind seeing some new opponents to appear on the table. Is that wind blowing the ball around? It is too. That's not what I wanted. The lightning is pissing me off. Oh, come on. All right. Well, we didn't get the high score. I don't think we did anyway. If anything, I think we ended up with second place. Thank you for that update. Oh, I forgot to turn the Streamlabs music off. There we go. I got to get a shortcut button to do that. Why was it so sensitive then hitting Brian, hitting the R twice? All right. I'm 2 million short, which sounds like a lot, but in pinball, that's not a lot. All right, so that was Son of Zeus. We still haven't got the achievement on that table. We've already got the achievement on Adventureland. I'll try for Rampage West. This table is cluttered. The background makes it harder to see what you're aiming for, etc. It's a very, very busy background. In a real table, that's not such a bad thing. But on a digital table like this, it makes it a little harder. But I should be able to manage. Okay, if you say so. That's a strange sample. I always prevail in modules. That's good, dear. It's better than failing. I hate the side exits. Wanted. Going after them or falling for them? Again with the side exit. Yeah, varmint. I reckon of all of the different eras in history, I reckon the scariest one to be around in would definitely be the Wild West. Everyone was just unhinged. What happened there? That was kind of weird. Board just kind of glitched. Oh, we're loading that gun up. Okay. Man, I was looking forward to seeing where that was going to go. Game over. No music. All right, we want a glitch today. Oh, we know we need a high score this time around. All right, well, that was that. We'll try Castle Storm now. Just shooting through all the games as much as possible. Ah, damn. I didn't even see those dudes on the table. I'm trying. Thanks. Did you have to cut to you saying that though? That was kind of annoying. Oh, multi-ball. I didn't even know that was coming. I'm not celebrating. Ah! I thought I was going to go right down the guzzler. Ah, bit difficult, that one. Oh, what? Oh, that was weird. Well, it's easy to keep up with the chat when there is no chat. So, oh, god damn it. That'll serve me right. So, anyway, if you are lurking in the background and I can't see you, g'day. Welcome to Sense Species. My name is Brian. I used to be a Sega staff member way back when the world was in black and white, and we used to have stone cars with bare feet running the cars. Oh, god damn it, concentrate. And these days I just stream 3 times a week if I can do it. And I do have a YouTube channel. I just got to get off my bum and do more content. It will happen. I just need to feel it. That's my excuse. God damn it, I'm trying to get that extra ball. Nah. Almost. I can't get it over to the extreme left there. Don't shoot the middle. Who? We got a fair maiden? I didn't know. Yeah, don't touch me, please. That's why I am untouchable. I don't like contact. It's a dragon. Gareth. On you, Gary. That's a Monty Python reference, I'm sure of it. It's just a scratch. That makes it look like I failed when it does it like that. And no, that's just the machine saying, okay, you've done the mission. Now we're going to reset everything. And it has to hold the ball for that, which most tables don't do. Gareth. Outstanding. It was weird. I started the stream, got one person in chat. They said, first time here. They've disappeared and now there's been no one. I get it. Pinball is not overly exciting. It's just a chill game, though. Oh, we did it. What's the achievement in this table, though? Hey! Paulie Kwan. Damn it. First time chatter, long time viewer. Oh, Club Veg and Triple M used to have that all the time. How you doing? You know there's actually a button for first in chat. Hang on, get started. Lurking. I haven't even looked at my I don't even know what you call them anymore. Arcade tokens. There we go. There's one there saying, "Oh, hi, I'm new," and there's another one for first. I'm trying to find it. First in chat. Paulie, did you want to join Discord or are you busy? Because I haven't thought about opening Discord, but I'm just gonna open Discord up for a bit. Do you play pinball? Is that your thing? Is that your jam? Okay. You just came by to say hello. I gotta say the mountain keyboard, the hotkeys, the Stream Deck like rip-off keys, sometimes they're hard to press. And the other thing I don't like about the software is you can't really make those buttons do a lot. And it's such a wasted opportunity. Like if you give me a choice between having a mountain keyboard add-on with a interchangeable display keys or a Stream Deck for about the same price, I've got to go Stream Deck. It's just, is your thing faulty? No, it's not faulty. It's just the travel from the press to the press being registered is very small. Got council cleanup at the moment. Ooh, I wish we had that. I got a heap of shit that I got to throw out. All right, well, I'm gonna open up Discord anyway. And I'm going to get into Two Dogs' room. I just got to get it set up. But how you been? Did you work today? I didn't, but got work tomorrow. Did you have any dickheads today? I hope not. I hate dickheads. Everyone hates a dickhead. The world seems to be getting more full of them. You're on till Thursday every day. Jeez. You get weekend rates though, I take it. New linked roles. Add connections or apps requirements to create linked roles. Check it out. No, I don't want to check it out now. Can't be bothered. I'll look at that later. All right. So I'm in this. I'm in the chat, in the Two Dogs chat now. Yes, Sunday money. Then from the 20th, I'm on annual. I've got heaps of annual leave. I should just take a week. For no reason, just take it off. We had a guy that smelled like dead roaches. Actually, I've got my wife leaving for China very soon, actually. I might look at seeing if I can quickly get a week organized off for that. 2 weeks off. Because that'd be cool to just bum around. I mean, if you've got your other half or the house to yourself, basically, and you're having to work, it doesn't really feel like you're taking full advantage of the situation. That was going right down the guts. It's a little bit forgiving in that regards, this game. Not like a real pinball machine. Overflowing. I've also started to look at adding more features to the Stream Deck. And I'm actually thinking of doing a full overhaul, like getting rid of some pages and reorganizing them. Because I want to. I was looking at my Twitch channel, and I noticed that I haven't added highlights since over a year ago. So I'm gonna start doing that again. It's just time consuming doing all of this stuff. So I got to try and do it in a way that's time efficient. Oh, you're a true hero. Do I make you horny? uh, you're going to stream during days off. Cool. I just felt so lazy today. And I'm kind of glad that I've changed to a nighttime stream for Sunday because it's freed up the days now for me to do what I want. Hey, you said shoot again? Like, oh, because I got the extra ball. Okay. Yeah, you're going to test the morning, see how that goes. Well, when you say morning, are you talking 4 a.m.? Morning? That kind of morning? Go, donkey. Kick that ball, donkey. Oh, 10 a.m. You want to get the Brits. I felt that a lot of Americans, in my experience, don't really engage too much in the chat. Brits do. So I could be wrong. If there are Americans watching, prove me wrong. I know one thing is for certain. My experience with British trying to get collaboration, as opposed to collaborating with Americans, Americans just don't want to do it. Americans are really choosy and picky when it comes to doing a collab video. And I would have figured it was the, UK, Europeans, it would have been more like that. But I was totally wrong. Sounds like Zelda from Breath of the Wild. Ah, oh, God damn it. Sir me, Gareth. The Legend of Gareth. That's what I'm aiming to do. I kind of don't mind this table. It's not great, but it's all right. All right, I wasn't on the ball for that one. I didn't know what I was doing. Never seen that mini game before. Ah, come on. Hey, hey, hey. I didn't do much today. Watched YouTube for a little bit. That was about all. Actually, I didn't do anything at all. Yesterday, I did go out to Westfield, and there was just nothing that I wanted to buy. No games. Everything was like, nah. Where's the nearest Zara? Is there a Zara at Miranda? Because they're selling Sega Mega Drive backpacks. Hey, we got the achievement. I have no idea what to set that off, but that was the achievement. Ah, yeah, I got to see if there's a Zara in Miranda or somewhere else close by, because they're selling Sega Mega Drive backpacks, bum bags. I've got the. Hang on. Better pause that. Okay. They're selling bum bags, Mega Drive controller bum bags, and they're decent quality. Like it's just a bit odd that they would start selling this in Zara of all places. Um, the buttons don't work, just in case you're curious, but it's about 125 or 130% bigger than a proper Mega Drive controller. So she's a chunky looking boy. Imagine if the controllers were that big, far out. It's as big as a Duke. And you can't fit a Duke controller. You could probably put a Mega Drive controller in that, actually. Actually, that's what I might do. I might use it to just hold my Mega Drive controller. Kind of funny, isn't it? A Mega Drive controller holding a Mega Drive controller. But they've got a Mega Drive backpack. I have to get it. And they've also got a Streets of Rage wallet. And that will go well with my... That will go well with my little Alex Kidd pouch that I got. I should use this. I don't know what to use this for. It's too small for glasses. It's even got the screenshot on the back. That's kind of cool. All right. Let's get back to the game. Yeah, for the king. For King Charles. King Charles! Super skill shot. I haven't done this mode before. Just keep the balls alive. You'll hit the targets eventually. Oh, no. I'm not celebrating. But how did the ball end up there? Yep. Sorry, love. When I said I'd call, I didn't promise when. Ah, that was stupid. The chat distracted me, Dan. Thanks, Spacey's bot. God, that freaks me out whenever it does that. So when you finish an activity or a mode, it deactivates the flippers and you end up thinking, oh my God, I've just lost the ball. Ah. You're going to lurk. Okay, cool. Thank you for the lurk. Get them, sir. Oh, man, that was just nuts. This has to be a high score. I can't remember spending this much time on the previous playthrough. Again? Okay. Oh, it says for the kingdom, not for the king. Well, I got it last time. I don't want to know what the world record on this table is. Some guy that's obviously spending hundreds of hours on this. Oh wow. That's a lot of points going on up there. It'd be good to finally get Adam's family. Ah, I did not. I've got to find. I think there's two tables or something like that that I need to still download on this Pinball FX3 before I can move on to Pinball FX. I hate how they haven't gone to calling it Pinball FX4. So now there's going to be two Pinball FX1s. Why do they always do that? Couldn't they call it Pinball FX 23? Pinball Effects Mental. I don't know. Give it another name. Just why reboot to the original title? Aha! All that for one shot. Ooh, bad smell. Smell bad. So I was watching Labyrinth the other night. I just like that line. I would like to see him redo Labyrinth. Why am I always mishitting that? Like again. All right, I haven't taken this one on. Hot, hot, hot. It burns. So the ball actually disappears. Yeah, that ain't distracting at all, innit? Oh, shut up. Why won't you call me? Sire. Pull your finger out, sire. Stuff that up. Yeah. Just call me later, right? That is so hard. Ah! I think I did get an extra ball though, so I'm all good. Yeah, that's a good point. If you wanting to lurk and you don't want the sound in the background, because I know what it's like, don't mute the stream. Mute the tab. Otherwise, it doesn't count as a view. And you're watching, but you're not, and then I miss out on a view. And as you can see, I need all the views I can get. Anyway, what's my name? There we go. Brian No Views Spacies. That's the one. Oh, look at all the bonuses, upgrades. Oh, I had no none activated? Surely. Oh, you can only have 2 on this one. Oh, rich 43. And I got a new mastery. That's got to be a new. Yep. Oh, smashed it. Absolutely smashed it. 113 million. Previous best was only 28. I don't want to see what it looks like compared to the rest of the world, because I know that that's going to be way short. But it's good for me. I play to beat myself. That doesn't sound good. All right, I think we're done with this. No. No. That's better. Hand is sore on that one. I haven't been playing many games lately, so maybe that's it. There we go. We got a new little medal up against a table there. How many have we mastered then? Pinball Germany, welcome to the stream. What's up? How about the Williams collection? What I'm doing is I'm going through to try and get achievements on all of the tables that I've missed out on in the past. I just got an achievement then for Castle Storm. Yay me. I haven't got a single achievement on any Williams table. Are you kidding? Probably time I change that. All right. Or is there achievements on these tables? That's the other question. Give me a second while I check that out. I recommend Theatre of Magic or Attack from Mars. What, in relation to getting the achievement? And yes, there are achievements. Okay. Well, it says here the most common one is go on Blade. Look at how small these percentages are. A lot of people. I don't know if it includes people who have got Pinball FX3 or people who've got Pinball FX3 and have these tables. And I got a feeling it doesn't include the people who have actually got the table, because that would just be too hard. All right, so which one did you suggest? So are you saying Theatre of Magic or Attack from Mars are both games that are good for achievements? Because if that's the case, I will take them on. No, they are just good. Okay. Well, my favorite table out of all of these is The Getaway. I just absolutely love that game from way back. I used to play that in a local pub when I was working. Actually, when I was working at Sega, there was The Getaway and Terminator 2 next to each other. I kind of think now in hindsight, Terminator 2 is a little overrated. Why is there tables missing on the right there? See how it doesn't go across? Underneath Hurricane, there's a table. Why have they done it like that? That's strange. All right, well, I can't let the crowd down. We're just going to play Theatre of Magic. T2 is a classic, but compared to today's machines, it is overrated. I think my problem with the game after playing it lately for the first time in ages is there's just way too much up and down travel. And the ball comes down so fast, you've got to be really on your guard. Compared to other tables, you can be a little bit more calculative about where the ball's going to end up. And I think the missions are better on other tables compared to T2. But T2, the samples, I just remember going up to the machine and trying to get a free game at Norway Jose. that used to be fun. All right, let's go to the full screen. The lights flashed, but I have no idea what that is for. No, I don't. Why did the lights flash then? It is a Steve Ritchie Fast and Flow. Okay. Theatre of Magic was the first pin I reached the wizard mode on. I did reach wizard mode on one table because I was determined to get that achievement. I can't think of what game it was. I'll go and have a look later. Retro Kaiser, welcome to the stream. I got to change your intro. I haven't heard you come on for ages. You've got the old American one. I got to change it to the British, to Brian. Shoot for the magic balls. By the way, Emerald, Discord is open if you're interested. No. God damn it. I'll join soon, having a late dinner. You have dinner at 9? Man, that's not healthy. That can't be good for you. I'm not here to judge you. I'm just saying, health-wise, that's not a good thing. Okay, that is weird what just happened now. My alert went up to say I got a follower. I haven't got an alert showing on the screen at all. I did get a follower at the beginning of the stream, but the lights flashed off just. Oh, you just followed. Okay, it didn't get the alert for it. My Lametric thing in the background. Where is it? That thing there, that went off, but I haven't seen it on the stream. I don't know. Stream or Twitch, it can be weird sometimes. Well, you know what? Because you didn't get the follow alert, I'll do my own. Are you ready? It's not doing it properly. Why isn't it working? It's not working. It's supposed to do something else. That didn't work. I'll do it one more time. That's better. Thank you for the follow, Pinball Germany. Oh, and it comes up as that. But anyway, it's Pinball Germany. Ah. It would indeed. All right, let's kick back in. Now that we got that tomfoolery out of the way. I've got to add more stuff like that in. You know, little celebrations when things happen on the stream. But I've heard of people unfollowing and getting out and stop watching when that goes on all the time. I'm like, oh, wow. That's harsh. I kind of see it as the streamer putting in a bit of effort. The volume on this game is low. On this table. Shoot him in the trunks. We call board shorts trunks in in Australia, in some parts of Australia. I don't know if that's the same overseas. Or we call them boardies, board shorts. And Queensland calls it togs, which is a name I hate. Don't forget your togs. Like, what? What are we shooting for? I'm trying. You must. Ah. Hello, I'm not the Prime Minister. How you doing? Togs. Have you not heard that expression before? Don't forget your togs. It's a Queensland thing. I heard it and I was just like, what is that? You lived in Queensland and never heard of that. I got a sneaking suspicion you didn't get out much. Multi-ball! If a table when you get multi-ball doesn't yell it out, then it's failed. Well, that was the quickest multi-ball in history. What in the heck was that? I can't hear the game audio. It's very low. You can hear it, but it's just lower. I haven't changed a single setting. The game that I was playing before was louder. The table, that is. Sorry, hang on. I'm just going to turn that volume up for you guys. That's maximum. I can't go any higher. Game Boy Bright, how you doing? Let's all say hello to Game Boy Bryant. Everyone. I insist everyone says hello to Game Boy Bryant. I think the sound effects on the Williams tables in this game are a lot better than the other tables because I got a sneaking suspicion that they based it on sampling the actual machines. So it sounds way more mechanical. No, I heard the reverb. The reverb just went off. Nah, when he says multi-ball, it's got to be like full on multi-ball! Like touchdown! Like, it's a big deal. Come on. Get excited, damn it. Get it in the trunk. No, I don't. Stop telling me lies. I like that there's a mirror at the top of the table there, and you got to use that to see where the ball's heading. It's on the top right. There's a mirror because the that area is blocked off by all the crap that's back there. So they had to put a mirror in so you got an idea what's going on. Get in the trunk. Where's the extra ball? That's it. I didn't find it. I just shot somewhere different, hoping that I'd find it. Got it. Where's the trapdoor? That's the trapdoor. The metal what? Oh no! Secret padlock. Nice to know you found the extra ball by accident. Thank you. I was fumbling around for my balls trying to find them. There you go. There's a sample. Oh, please give me a try again. I got to get it. That's what she said. Sample. I just saw that quote. Spacey's playing with his balls. All right, here's a question for you guys. If you could create a new pinball machine and it's made by an expert designer, so you know that it's going to be good, right? An ex-Williams table designer. What theme would you want for the machine, for the table? I'd want a Sonic table. I know that there's one out there on the digital tables, but I'd want to see a physical one made. How stupid was Sega? They owned a pinball company and they didn't even do a Sonic table. Are you kidding? They did every other thing under the sun except the Sonic table. That thing would have killed it. There's a Mario table. Jackpot! Oh, he's getting a Woody. Ah, right down the guts. Come on, that's not fair. Jackpot! Jackpot! No! No! Ah! So that way you can shoot balls into Townsville. Hang on, what's that? I would like a pinball table of the map of Queensland, so that way you can shoot balls into Townsville. Okay, you guys are not coming up with the suggestions I thought you would. Okay. Cameron, you're supposed to say hello. Today's question of the day is, what is the next game that you are buying? Because Cameron has rudely come in and he hasn't even said hello. Oh, now he says hello. It is a good table, this one. As soon as I start praising it, it poos on me. You can't hear alerts. Sound effects aren't going on. There's no... Hang on. You're the second person to mention that. I'm going to do a test alert. All right, that's working. Oh yeah, you're right. They're not going off. Hang on a sec. I'll sort that out. Game is mute. Can you guys hear the game or not? A real life Duke Nukem table? Yes. So you guys can now hear the table. You can hear everything now. Okay, cool. So I can hear the game effects and okay. So I've been streaming now for an hour and a half and no one's mentioned assholes. Thank you for mentioning it now though. I hate it when shit goes wrong in the stream. Mute that. I'm gonna relabel stream audio. That should be headphones. To answer your question, a Kirby remaster. Ah, okay. It was not my question. You triggered it. I guess it was my question. All right, getting back on track. Hey, we're up to the level 44 now. Oh man, I didn't even hit halfway through to my best on this table. And then you'll get the PSVR VR 2. Yeah, you and 2 other guys. I can't see that thing being a major success. Oh, I gotta play it again because I was playing it without the special effects on.
Amazing skill. Shoot for the captive ball. Shoot for the captive ball.
Because Pinball Effects has a...
Whoa!
Hello. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I gotta interrupt. Thank you for interrupting me. Hang on a sec. Jeez, there was no announcement or anything. No, I'm in the wrong thing. Hang on. There we go. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, everyone say hello to Retro Kaiser as I get the stream to do its thing. How you been?
Yeah, just recovering from sickness, playing Destruction Derby on the Nintendo 64.
I know you're sick, but can you sound a little bit more excited about it?
Yay, I'm recovering! Would you like me to
that's
sound
right.
like the
Oh, here we go.
fever
Shout
of
out.
guy the whole
Back door again if you
stream?
want.
Shut up for a sec.
Amazing!
When I hear Cameron dribble
Keep
on,
it having it
This
in
is
the
all
past.
There he
this
is.
is all clippable material, my friend.
Yes.
Just keep that in mind.
you got to do something about
It
that on
is.
your channel. Every clip is just Cameron.
Oh yeah,
Apologies
I can
about
easily
the
just
family
get rid of those.
Silly thing.
It's never the clip that I actually
Wanna
want
get the
because there's
fresh air
when I was
No.
playing.
doors are open.
Cameron
there's a
says
clip-
I'm the best, and no one else is going to agree with him. Sorry.
But there's a stream I did last year or the year before where I streamed like that Sega arcade cabinet thing,
Right.
and there was a moment in the Shit Alex Kid game where what was it, Lost Stars I think, such a terrible game, and there was a moment
Not
which
good,
got
no.
clipped. There was a moment I got clipped which has never popped up yet, and I'm not spoiling what it is, but I'm hoping that clip pops up soon.
Go through and physically actually sit down and watch all the clips and delete the ones that are just you look at and just go, nah, that brings
Fair enough.
nothing.
But Brian, that will require effort, and why am I Mr. Ed all of a sudden? Brian!
What are you doing tomorrow?
What am I doing tomorrow?
If you can't answer that in 5 seconds, then guess what you are doing?
Oh no, homework.
Yeah. It's your channel, man. No one else is going to
Yep.
do it for you.
Well, technically, I'm just a member of the channel, but I get your point.
Go for the center loop.
I never
Um,
see anyone else doing anything on that channel.
I've noticed. Actually, I haven't even seen me do
So,
anything on the channel for a while.
You might just want to take the reins and go, yeah, I've got it from here.
Yeah. And yes, Cameron did play Sea of Thieves yesterday, and the game was acting quite weird. He was text messaging me as he always does, and he was like, "The ocean's disappeared. The ocean's disappeared."
Did you clip it?
He tried to, but as soon as he tried to, it refreshed.
So, in other words, it was a cool story, bro.
I think he got a screenshot of it though. Oh, I don't remember that on the original table. Don't remember seeing Zantana being so much
so
motion.
that's why I'm playing it again, because I forgot to turn on the modern effects.
Ah,
I was playing it just as how it looks in the arcades back in the day. So now I'm playing the Pinball FX3 experience. Well, that was cool.
Question about pinballs. What is the worst table that you've played?
There's some, like, I've played some tables from the 1940s and whatever. It'd be unfair to include them, but they would have to be, by every game that I played, the worst.
They're more primitive than bad, to be honest.
So I don't hold anything bad against those tables because they were only working with the technology that they had available to them. There's Cameron doing another sound effect that means nothing to the actual stream.
If I recall, I don't think some of those old tables had flippers. It was just more like a pachinko machine.
Yeah, a lot of them were. I think, oh God, that'd be a good question. When did the first flippers appear on a pinball machine? Because the whole thing with pinballs is that it's not as well documented as video games. And even video games isn't really well documented. We're only just still finding out stuff now.
Yes, it's such
and Nintendo's not helping because they don't reveal anything. you got to dig out all the information on them through various interviews and whatnot. They don't track their own history they don't make it available to the public anyway.
They did it. They kind of did it once with one of the Arcade Archive releases. Like, they had a very rare Nintendo game that sold like shit. And I put it in the Arcade Archives collection for the Switch. It's this game where you're flying around in a little airplane.
Sounds shit.
Yeah, and you're firing at Donkey Kongs that are on top of buildings.
Really?
Yep. It's not a very good game, but it is very interesting.
Iwata Asks series was where Nintendo kind of opened up for the first time, I think. Because along with Iwata, he started to move the company in a better direction, I think, as far as being less of a run by an asshole. I can't stand the Yamuchi guy. I think that was his name. The guy previous that looks like a Yakuza.
Probably was, to be honest.
He was doing some nasty shit in the industry.
Is that the guy that demoted the Game Boy creator as a janitor?
Something along those lines, yeah. He was janitor when he first started.
But, yeah. The question about flippers. They're older than you think, because I was watching this old, not Rock Hudson, Humphrey Bogart movie.
Oh, right.
Where he plays like a trucker. And there's this one scene, like, this is like a 1940s movie. There's this one scene where he's at a truck stop just resting, and his partner's just sweating big time. He's on a pinball machine, like, playing with the flippers. And they're like, "Oh man, I keep on getting free lives. This game's never gonna end."
That's why they were considered gambling and outlawed for a bit. Nintendo Switch is ending in 2023, says Cameron. But Cameron's drunk. For a guy that doesn't drink, it's amazing how drunk he acts.
He self-fermentates. Oh, that sounds wrong, but...
We've we got a redeemed highlight message here. I got to ask you something, Spaceys and Emerald. Read this in Barney. I'm not doing that. Anyway, Spaceys, did you hear a lot of live services are dying off recently? No, you watch a lot of YouTube. And I did see that video come up, but I didn't get the chance to watch it. Can't remember who posted that. Was it Nintendo Live?
No idea. I don't tend to keep up with the mainstream channels.
No, you got to do the Barney voice. He demanded it.
Hey, no idea. I don't keep. No, I sound like Fred Flintstone or Barney.
I was thinking Homer Simpson trying to cosplay as Barney.
Good here, boy. I love you. You love me. I feel dirty just saying.
Can we allow Cameron to say Nintendo Life are mongrels?
I like how it didn't like the word mongrel.
Mongrel.
That's strange. That's like a G-rated swear. That is. That's just calling someone
That's
a dog.
Do you know a lot of people in America see "damn" as a swear word?
Well, it's technically a religious swear word, isn't it, for them?
Damn straight.
Yeah.
Can we allow that word and just get it over and done with?
There we go.
Trust Cameron to push the boundaries on the bot.
Unexpected words.
Yeah.
Didn't know they were blocked.
But it typical of it to be from Cameron is what I'm saying.
And out of all the Aussie insult words to be
Drongo.
blocked up.
It's banned. Drongo. Flaming glass.
Good wombat.
I went to EB Games yesterday and I just didn't see a single thing that I was wanting to buy. I was willing to spend up to $100 on something. Instead, I ended up, I didn't realize I was playing a video mode at the top screen. Did you see that?
Yes, I did. That's strange, because doesn't this game normally zoom into that little screen?
You get
when
a
the
chance
mode
to
like
play
this
for your
happens?
extra ball. That's cool.
I beg your pardon?
I'm playing a pinball machine. Stop being, 5.
JB has t-shirts now?
I wonder. You wouldn't know. I'm trying to see. Actually, Cameron might know, although he lives in Disneyland. Do you know if there's a Zara in Miranda or Hurstville? Silence. Because Zara, of all people, are selling Sega Mega Drive bum bags and Sega Mega Drive backpacks in 2023. Like, what?
Interesting.
You must concentrate.
Is that like some sort of
Would you,
clothing
don't
store?
tell me to concentrate, all right, love? I'll do what I want. You're not the boss of me. Tell me to concentrate. That was really loud. Bugger that. What the is it? Okay, see? I told ya. He's living in Disneyland. He's got no idea. The guy... I remember when JB Hi-Fi used to sell washing machines, don't they?
They still do.
I thought they did.
They
Yeah.
he's probably only used
Disneyland. Disneyland. The guy's like living in perpetual Disneyland.
What is Cameron only going to a JB that only has like the music sections, like one of those JB homes have washing machines too.
You're an outstanding magician.
What is the third
I
one?
reckon they should-
JB Express, isn't it?
Yeah, I was going to say they should have 2 JB Hi-Fis. One that does everything, another one that just has all the main items that are hot sellers, and call them, I don't know, Light JB or JB
Some do in the major cities. I know Melbourne has
JB Express. JB, we can't be bothered.
like Melbourne has two separate JBs. One for like, you know, the media stuff, and another for like, you know, hardware stuff.
Melbourne's got a 2-story Kmart. What the hell?
Well, it was Free Story, and it used to be a Target. Yeah, I remember.
Target is better than Kmart. I don't know why they've gone down that path. I hate Kmart, to be honest.
But,
There's nothing in there. It's all shit. Everything you walk in there and see, right? You know that out of all the stuff that they got on the floor to sell, 80% of it's going to be landfill within 5 years.
Oh yeah.
It's just shit.
Remember the last time I got excited for the technology section, and I say it loosely, technology section at a Kmart. They had these like cables that, you know, connect your like smartphone to your TV via HDMI. Cable didn't bloody work. That building you speak of, I remember visiting that back in 2005, and I got super frustrated with that building back in the day.
Super Kmart, super frustrated. We don't have Super Kmart here in Australia, but there is such a thing.
Oh, now even Polly is getting attacked by the bots. But no, I got frustrated with that building back in the day because I couldn't find the video game section. Turns out I had to go down these stairs into a dark corner in the basement.
And tap 3 times on the door.
And the selection was not that great, to be honest.
Mediocre.
It was just sports games of that year.
FIFAs.
Okay, maybe the occasional first-party Nintendo game for the GameCube, but the shit ones like Pokemon Channel.
When you go into CEX, it's amazing how many copies of FIFA you'll find in there.
Hey, spare cases.
Safe escape.
I'm surprised you didn't get blocked not the PM for saying Dick Smith. Didn't Dick Smith make a video game console?
Yes.
Yeah.
The Dick. The Dick 2600. Nah, what was it called again? The Wizard.
Yeah, something like that. Wasn't it just like a modified version of
It's similar to a ColecoVision or an Intellivision.
Yeah. I remember he also had his own matches too, called Dickheads.
I've got 2 packs. It was a protest product. That corner that it does, that angle sucks.
Ah, you just remind me, Dick Smith. Oh, we got to keep all the stuff Australian while he flies around in his private helicopter, living the good life.
He doesn't really live yeah, he's rich, but he doesn't really live it up like a lot of people would. He was basically Australia's answer to Branson.
Yep.
Because what are you going to do? Hope that Bond was going to make a games console? No. Bond was too busy getting drunk, flying in his helium balloon.
Going on secret missions.
I remember that helium balloon. It used to fly really low over our house.
Did you shoot it out with a BB gun?
Should have. It did that same angle again. Same angle. Getting drunk, flying in his helium balloon. Just waiting for the replay.
Going on secret missions.
I remember that helium balloon. It used to fly really low over our house.
Did you shoot it out with a BB gun?
Should have. Same angle. It did that same angle again. So frustrating.
The old death angle. Don't you hate it when that happens to you right at the start of a pinball game? I remember putting money into a pinball machine, start playing, and I got that right away. It was frustrating.
Cameron, don't care about Megadeth. Don't care about Metallica. Don't care about any 80s heavy metal band while I'm streaming a pinball game. I just don't give a shit about any of that stuff.
Oh, you just remind me of the Guns N' Roses pinball table I saw as a kid, where I actually had a gun for a pinball trigger.
Oh, that wouldn't be allowed now.
No, I think there was a censored version where they replaced it with a rose. Which was uncomfortable to grip, by the way.
Sounds like a sext.
It does. Grabbing this big bulbous thing, pulling back on it.
Sorry, 50 million.
Nice.
Did you ever get into pinball games or not?
Oh yeah, it's just the problem is by the time I was old enough to walk around by myself, pinball tables were just sort of not a thing anymore because of arcades not being a thing, but I remember going to Time Zone back in the late 90s and seeing stuff like Medieval Madness, Royal Rumble, and what was the table I got really excited for? It was the Mars Attacks ones, the Attack on Mars ones.
That was a good one.
Those were great.
There's a documentary on that, and basically it was like the death of Williams. It was so sad.
Yeah, I wanted to buy.
You wanted to buy?
I wanted to buy the limited edition re-release of that table, but the darn thing cost 10 grand. I'm like, ugh.
Wow, what happened there? The ball just went weird. Like, hang on, getting drunk, flying in his helium.
I wanted to buy.
You wanted to buy?
I wanted to buy the limited edition re-release of that table, but the darn thing cost 10 grand. I'm like, ugh.
Wow, what happened there? Nah, it did. I just was not keeping up. The ball went up the left and around the loop. That's how quick this game is.
Another table I remember seeing back when I was a teenager was when my dad played indoor cricket. They had a Ninja Turtles pinball machine. Although I never really got to play it because I never had the money to play it.
Cameron says there's a Metallica pinball machine, and I have played that. I think I played that at PAX. I can't remember where I played it, but I have played it recently.
That's an okay table, that one. I like how you can switch between songs.
What is there a Stranger Things pinball machine?
There should be if not, but that's a good idea for one.
Because I would love the Master of Puppets mentioned in that. That would be such a good little side mission in the game. All right, I think I got the high score. Yes. Oh, just.
Nice.
Before we continue on, I just wanted to remind you guys, this is another shout out to Emerald Rangers.
Oh no, not that guy. Oh, this scene! Finally, a clip that's not Sea of Thieves.
Oh dear.
Well, that was short but sweet. Okay. Why is your
What?
camera at the top left? That's different. Because it's blocking the chat?
Yeah, it's blocking the text of the game.
Ah, okay. There's a poll up.
Ooh.
Is it the Nintendo Switch ending soon?
Cameron, stop it.
Yeah, I'm voting Cameron. Stop it. That's a shit poll. Shut up, Cameron. Just shut up. Like, honestly.
It'd be funny if Game Boy Brian ended up making that.
What? The poll?
Yeah.
I can't find half of my sound effects.
Nope.
Anyway, not the Prime Minister says, I've played the limited edition Ghostbusters pinball once. The table's all green and it vibrates the whole machine.
Oh, Ghostbusters! I've got video footage of Sega Master Tim playing that. Down at 2019 PAX.
Oh, that's a table I played at Supernova.
There was two of them together.
Oh, that's a table I played at Supernova one time. The Avengers pinball table. They got a big giant Hulk in the middle. Oh,
We've got another shout out going on now. Yeah, thanks, there, Game Boy Bryant, for the heads up.
You're the blue shell fucker. Go fuck yourself. I hope you die in a fire. I hope you die in a fire. I don't care if it was the AI. It was one of you. Which one was it?
Oh,
Oh man, that blue shell, dude.
that blue shell. I was like, as soon as I saw the blue shell, I was like, I didn't get the alert for it. Then I looked at the map. I saw the blue
I
shell.
didn't.
Well, there's a new drinking game. If you're ever watching Paulie play Mario Kart, knock one back every time he mentions Blue Shell. All right.
pretty sure you'll be blue shelled by the end of the stream. But yeah, back at Supernova, I played the Avengers table, and that was pretty cool. There was a nice big, incredible Hulk in the middle of it that shook the table and everything, which that always got me curious seeing, you know, tables that vibrate. Like, how come it doesn't, you know, tilt the table?
All right, I'm gonna restart. Go to another game.
Oh,
All right, so he at the beginning of the stream, Pinball Germany mentioned another table, which I've forgotten now which one it was that he mentioned. If you're still in the chat there, Pinball Germany, let me know. But I'm gonna scroll back and see if I can find that in the chat.
I heard a great pinball table story from my dad when growing up. This was back on the Spirit of Tasmania. It was on the Spirit of Tasmania, like the old blue one, not the red ones we've got now. And that had its own time zone in it. And there was this one night where there was really rough seas, and you got these line of people playing the pinball tables, and the waves just hit, and it tilted all the machines, and you just got these line of people just swearing at the machines.
I like, yeah, Circus Voltaire. Circus Voltaire.
Oh, is that the one with that goblin head in it?
Yeah.
Hey, I'm the
For
guy.
nightmares.
Yeah.
Just for nightmares.
Oh, it's terrifying seeing that back in the day, because you know pinball tables are normally in a dark room, and seeing that all lit up with like the green goblin.
That green light down the side. Hang on, yeah, it was in the original. So what I'm doing now is I'm turning off the special effects, like the pinball effects, and now I'm putting them back on. So you can see the side has been given more side art. So I'm just waiting for it to go back to the table.
About to say that Jester's got a booty on him, doesn't he?
Got a bulge going too, the other one. All right, so you got a Jester in this now. And there's a tent. Yeah, there's a tent or something on the side there. So they're the two additions. All right, let's just get into it.
That green head used to scare the shit out of me as a kid.
Oh, I think the Funhouse one is creepier.
Oh, or the what was it? The Ted and Ned, that construction worker one. Whatever that one was.
It's on this. It's on this. I can't remember. Road Trip or something.
Yeah, seeing that in the dark room, just seeing those heads with the moving mouths, it just scared the shit out of me.
I would like to see a Halo table.
Oh.
Master Chiefer table. Geez, that is such a big gap in the middle of these two flippers.
That guy on the left's very distracting, isn't he?
Oh, I don't notice it. I mean, I can turn him off, but
looks like green. Looks like Green Goblin going to a
rave.
You know how some towns have like those 50 tributes festivals where everyone dresses up in leather, they all listen to Elvis and whatnot, rock and roll festivals.
Game Boy Bryant was saying, I want you to see the clip from Paulie's channel. Tommy skipped the name input, Paulie's screen, and Paulie just lost it, and it was funny for everyone but him. Okay. Tez914, thank you for the follow. Just watch out for that. Just watch out for that one. You know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
Watch out for the ad. It's coming. 10 seconds. Just be ready. There used to be on Pinball FX1 a mode where you could actually versus another player online, and it would show both your video cameras above your score, and it was the first person to reach a set amount of points that will win. It was like a race to points. That was cool.
That sounds like a fun and terrifying experience at the same time.
Because you could actually see their chart, their graph, and when they got like a feature, you'd see all of a sudden the graph just filling up, and you're like, ah, shit, they got something up on me.
Remember
Imaginary marble? What the hell?
I remember they had that feature with Burnout Paradise back in the day too, except the way they implemented it was when you destroy an opponent, it just shows a picture of their face the moment when they see themselves getting destroyed. There's a lot of wincing and a lot of raging.
Ah, shit. Paradise. What was it called again?
Burnout Paradise.
Yeah, Burnout Paradise. If you raced against someone online and you destroyed their car, it would actually show your screenshot at that time. And I used to stick my finger up at so many people. Sucker fart. I can't imagine that some of the stuff that was being sent. I can imagine that feature being deactivated now.
Oh, I've heard some stories with Dance Central and the Connect feature, how the Connect records you as well. Like some of the story that crew had, like some of the things that crew has seen is unfortunate. Mainly giant naked hairy dudes just dancing to Beyonce.
Not good. Not good. Well, that was the quickest multi-ball in history.
Bring one.
I see the green dude on the left is an excellent ball juggler. Wait till you see his next trick, sword swallowing.
Not touching that. not going in. Just leaving it.
Yeah. It's what the kids call blue humor.
No, it's just baiting. Not falling for it.
Yes, I'm quite the master baiter, that's for sure. Wait a
I
minute.
quite often fall for the trap of saying something that I think is just innocent and normal, and there's a bunch of morons in the chat going, and I'm like, what? Hang on, why is the chat blowing up? Oh wow, I said that. That's not what I meant, you dickheads. I can't think of the example at the moment, but you know what I mean.
Yep.
Words that used to be just seen as regular, normal, everyday words are now seen as offensive or rude or funny.
Let's review your
And you got to be careful when you do image searches on anything. I did an image search. I won't tell you what the term is because I don't want you guys to go search for it and go, oh my God. But I didn't have safe search on. Let's just say there was a lot of gay stuff popping up on the screen. I'm like, wow, I didn't know that that was a term for that. And this was at work. I had to quickly explain that, look, that was just an innocent search term, is what I'm trying to say. But that was a new high score, but that's not... I did get one achievement in tonight's stream.
Nice.
I didn't get an ad. I got 4 in a row. You gotta warn me because I gotta get it on the right screen. Otherwise, it looks jank.
I won the Royal Rumble. I wouldn't be surprised.
Bit of communication there, Game Boy Bryant, please.
I'm your new WWE Universal Champion. Yeah, the Mickey Mouse Club, man. Forget the Bullet Club. The real club is. Oh. Dang.
All right, we got it. We got it. Shout out to Paulie Kwan. Make sure you're following him. He hails from Western Sydney. Like, he hails a lot. I already said I was going to. Yeah, I know you said you were going to, but you didn't tell me when. I gotta know I gotta be on a certain screen before you do it. Arguing with the mods.
That's
Anyway.
just stuff. Whoa, I've never seen that cat before on the table. Quite a heavy metal looking cat.
Why didn't they feature that?
It's like Slash's cat. Just missing the cigarette.
All right, I'll see if I can beat that high score. Give it a shot. This music, just for some reason, is addictive. The Dracula pinball is also nice. It's based on the 90s film, but it's really fun. Okay. Is it in this game? I don't remember seeing it in this.
No.
I'm glad it's not interview with a
Interview
vampire.
pinball. Pinballula.
Nah, an interview with a vampire.
Yes.
That was dodged, that movie, I think. Oh, did you see that? They shoved it right down the middle.
Green bastard.
Hey, that's racist. Don't be prejudiced against green people.
Yeah,
No, Captain Kirk isn't.
I might hurt the Jolly Green Giant's feelings. And no one will be able
That's
to get
cool. When it goes down the side there, the green sideline lights up.
Nice.
They
But,
really own the green theme, don't they, in this?
But not the PM. There's also a really so bad it's awesome pinball table based on the 90s Frankenstein movie too. The Robert De Niro one where there's like a big Frankenstein monster in there and you know knock the this is gonna sound weird, knock the balls into his hands to get multi-ball and whatnot. And it's like the layout is just stupid. It's just bumpers, ramp. It's like not intelligent, but it's super fun. And another awesome thing about it is it has 2 different soundtracks. When you start the game,
What is that?
if you start
Bullshit.
but if you start the game, if you hit one flipper, you get like the soundtrack from the movie of the Frankenstein movie. But if you hit the other bumper, you get Edgar Winter's Frankenstein. So you got like the Robert De Niro monster, all this crazy stuff going on, and dun 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 dun.
Hang on. Robert De Niro.
Yeah,
Was he Frankenstein?
the Frankenstein's monster in the 90s. Yes,
Was he?
yeah.
I got to see this.
He didn't even need to wear makeup either.
I'm walking here.
The movie itself is.
Sorry, I just got this, New Jersey Frankenstein. I keep going. Sorry, ignore me.
No, the movie itself, again, the movie is like the table. It's so dumb, it's fun. But the craziest thing about the pinball table, the Frankenstein one, is guess how many balls you get to play with multi-ball in this one?
10.
Close, 8.
Okay.
And it gets
Which is nuts. Yeah.
And I think it was a Sega made that table too.
So there's the documentary that I'm talking about, Tilts or something. That's that angle again, that deaf angle, just now. At the beginning when they're talking about how pinball machine manufacturers were getting desperate to try and get attention of players, mostly seems to be American audiences that were really hard to get a hold of their attention, because we in Australia were like lapping it up.
Yeah.
But in America, the pinball sales were dropping and interest in pinball machines were just dying and dropping off a cliff. And they were showing clips of the most insane ones that were coming out at the time. Some of them like had 50 balls on the on the playfield at once. This is like, how can you concentrate? That's not pinball. That's just pachinko by that stage. There was one basketball one, and it was just balls all over the place. It's just like, that's just not fun. Like, it's kind of cool, but not.
Yeah, it's a bit overkill.
Yeah.
I mean, the Frankenstein table, sure, it gives you 8 to play with, but even then, well, you're gonna lose a lot of them right away. But when you get down to like about 4 or 3, that's when it becomes a bit more manageable.
That Frankenstein table is on Pinball Arcade. I just remember now. But it hasn't been brought over to because it's not a Williams table, I don't think.
No, it's a Sega one.
Now that's a but. Someone asked earlier, what's a pinball machine that you absolutely hated? I just got an answer. Rocky and Bullwinkle on Pinball FX1, I think it was.
Hey, watch me pull a rubber.
It was absolute shit. It was just the worst table for me anyway, in my opinion. All right, we're done with that one.
And for me, that would be the Star Wars video pinball table. Star Wars Episode 1 video pinball.
Oh, you didn't like that?
No, I thought it was shithouse. I like those.
So, do you know the story behind that? They got locked they were not allowed out. While they were not allowed to basically reveal anything about the plot for episode 1. They had to sign so many, waivers and all this to get the rights. And they said that they were writing for just basically loose little bits of the script. They had no idea what the movie was going to be about. They just had some drawings and diagrams. So basically they had very little control of how the game was going to turn out. So what you're playing there as episode 1 is just like a rough interpretation of what the movie might look like, but they didn't really know. It was, pretty bad the way that was approached. Sorry, you were going to say something before I rudely interrupted you.
But I did like the Escape from Mars video table.
Oh, actually, hang on. Is Escape from Mars on this one? Mars
I
Attack.
I see Attack from Mars. That's a good one.
Oh, we'll go with that.
Oh, Roadshow. That's the one that used to scare the shit out of me.
Oh, hang on. Which one do you want to see? I'll give you the choice. Most people like dislike episode 1 because of Jar Jar Binks. I think it was more than just about that. That was really such a sad story about the guy that did the voice for Jar Jar Binks. You've heard about that, right?
Loosely. Bits and pieces.
He was walking across the San Fran Bridge, I think it was, San Francisco Bridge, and he got about halfway, and he was honestly, seriously thinking of ending it. Like he really had enough. Attack from Mars, man, play it. Drumstick Clown. I would have figured you'd want Hurricane or Funhouse with a name like that. Thank you for the follow. All right. He wants Attack from. All right, we'll do Attack from Mars, and then I'll do Funhouse. No, you wanted.
No, I didn't want Roadshow. I was just saying that used to scare me as a kid.
All right, well, we'll go with the one that is wanted.
Oh, Getaway's on here. That's a good one.
Getaway's my favorite. I'll play that next.
This is an emergency broadcast. The Earth is being invaded by flying saucers from Mars.
So this game, when it's been given the special effects, is kind of the vision that Williams wanted for the machine, but they couldn't do because they didn't have video technology good enough back then to overlay monsters and stuff onto the field. They ended up doing it with the sequel, but it wasn't really that good. It was new technology. Oh, that's a great start. Off to an awesome start. Oh, this one's over the top with the points coming up on the screen, because they're all like 20 million, 10 million, 50 million. It's just like points all over this. Have a look at it. It's nuts.
That's one of the things that drew me to this table, not the ridiculous points, but the fact that it had like a story mode that you can really get into. Like, like just try to save the world from the alien invasion. I mean,
wasn't
so
Getaway the first game that had a story?
Probably. That had a fun story mode too. Oh, Pinbot had probably.
Well, yeah, Pinball. You were building a robot. Yeah.
Then you had Bride of Pinbot, where you were activating the evil female robot, and you had to try to stop her.
The thing I like about because Drumstep was just saying Circus Voltaire. I think the music is the thing that that music just sticks in my head. It's just such a, I don't know, catchy tune. It just stays in your head. Well, at least it stays in this head. I don't know about your head. 200 million!
Well, it stays in the dark corners of my mind because of how scary that Green Goblin looking guy is. Well, not anymore, but as a kid he was terrifying. Especially when you're in a dimly lit room and he just pops out.
Sounds like Mike Patton.
Oh, Mr. Bungle Pinball would have actually been pretty
Actually,
epic.
that would have been epic. It would have been R-rated for sure. I mean, somebody help me, my ass is on fire. That would be a mode.
I'm just
Didn't John
picturing,
Travolta try to sue them because they mentioned John Travolta? Like, there's a song called Travolta.
Doesn't surprise me.
That was a crap effort. I remember when I got a board jammed in a pinball machine once. It took a couple of minutes for the machine to fix itself, but it scared me the first time. Yeah, it's kind of weird when you get come across that on a real table. We saw the Ghostbusters machine do that. It was going click, 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 click. And it was just trying to work out where the ball was.
Yeah.
I was saying to Tim, mate, Tim, I think you fucked it. It's just proper fucked it.
The ball's busted, mate.
You stuffed it. Well done, Tim. You stuffed the machine. Well, that was it. That was a quick game. No, we're going to play again. That was lousy.
Didn't even get to see the little aliens do their dance.
Wasn't that in the second one, not this one?
No, it wasn't this one. I think they added it into this one for the re-release because they could afford to. I know it was also in the Pinball Arcade version. Actually, it might have been in the original, but just the
No, I think it's the follow-up. I don't think it's in this one. All right, I have got 8 million before. Let's try and see if we can beat that score. I like how over the top the voiceover is. The more over the top it is, the better, I think. No one wants a realistic effort with the voiceover in a pinball machine, right? You're not looking there for best acting. I think that's why the Williams tables did so well.
Added a bit of that 90s cheese to make
Oh,
something.
the cheesier, the better. That's why when you get multi-ball, if the dude doesn't yell it out from the top of the roof, then it's a fail.
Oh yeah.
It's gotta be multi-ball.
Ah, the Frankenstein one I mentioned. Listen to the
Oh
sound.
yeah, it goes multi-ball. It's full hardcore.
Yeah, it's so. It's like whoever made that tape was like, this movie's a bit stupid. Let's crank up the cheese on this table.
I still gotta watch it. Isn't that Hopkins? Anthony Hopkins in that movie?
yes, he is.
That's so weird.
I think John Cleese. Yeah, John Cleese is in it.
No, what? I gotta see this movie. Why haven't I ever watched it?
Oh no, I was thinking Anthony Hopkins was Dracula. No, that was Gary Oldman playing Dracula.
All right, what's the most out of place cameo that you've seen in a movie where you're just like, what? How to?
Jay and
Men in Black, Michael Jackson, maybe?
Jay and Silent Bob in Scream 3. To me, that's what sort of
It just
ruined the
broke
movie
it.
for me. Yeah, it's like you got the serious horror movie, then you got these two comedic characters that are just okay. Jay and Silent Bob are here. That sort of ruins the seriousness of this. I mean, I like those characters, and I love.
But not in a horror movie, goddamn.
No, it kind of takes you out of it. Although, don't get me wrong, Scream 3 is pretty shit outside of that too, but that's like the first sign that you're not in for
I didn't
a
know
good
the chick from
movie.
Wednesday was in that. She does a good job in Wednesday. My wife hated Wednesday, by the way.
Ah, the show.
Yeah.
I'm too afraid to watch that.
What do you mean too afraid? What do you mean?
I don't know, modern adaptations of
No, it's not an adaptation. It's adding on to the lore. I recommend watching it. It's not going to be the only character that is hard to digest or process is Gomez. Yeah, there it is. They're not dancing.
Oh no, what did they do with Gomez?
Well, they made him in line more with the original comic.
Ah,
And so he's more fat and grotesque. Whereas in the shows and in the
he's more
movie,
suave.
he's more like Yeah, he's suave. He's such a showman. The mamushka. It won't work. The mamushka hit with this new Gomez yelling it out. It just sounds wrong. Oh, Pee Wee Herman would make a great table. No one, have they ever done that?
Oh, that'd be difficult too. Because which Pee Wee Herman thing would you base? Would you base it on the movies? Would you base it on the show? There's so much potential.
Both. Just Pee Wee Herman in general. You know they're not going to make more than one table, so just get it all in there. Well, you just missed a laugh, so that's what reminded me.
Oh, that would have been great. I need to, like.
I'm gonna try and watch the old episodes. I don't know where you can get them.
I've got. Oh, there's some that got released in Australia, but it's like the DVDs are old now, so they're hard to find. I've got the Christmas special on DVD, and like, this show is enjoyable on multiple levels. Then of course you find out like that originally started off as like, you know, a stand-up gig, like taking the piss out of kids shows for grown-ups, and it turns into what it's making fun of, although still keeping the sense of humor.
Slowly transforms, yeah.
Mhm.
Multi-ball coming up.
The Cheech and
Am I missing anything with...
table?
There's a lot of untouched themes. There's untapped themes, is what I'm saying. But Pee Wee Herman definitely would make a great table. He's huge on Facebook, and I don't know so much about Twitter, but he's got millions of followers.
Nice. He's a very talented comedian, that Paul Rubin.
It's just a shame what happened with him, like disgusting and all the rest of it. Yeah, but it was like he must have been going through something to go down that path. Something in his life, I don't know. And everyone's just like, let's just ridicule him because that's a okay. I don't know many actors that could get away, rescue their career after something like that.
Quite difficult.
If you don't know what I'm talking about, he was caught doing a lewd act in a cinema. We'll just leave it at that. But, George Michael was caught doing lewd acts. There's so many people that have been caught doing lewd acts.
George Michael never lived that down. Every time he toured, he's like, oh, when you go to the concert, make sure to check the public toilets. You might run into them.
If you hold left on the flipper, the ball comes out from the left, and you can hit the shield for a skill shot on launch. I might play it again. Because I didn't reach my high score.
I know. I haven't brought this up for a while. Actually, this would have made a good pinball table back in the day? But hey, it's Saturday, the pinball table.
No, that won't work. It'll be cool to see. There's a Weird Al table.
Yes.
But it's not a real table. Like it is and it isn't. Like it's one you got to build yourself. Got to order the parts.
That sounds like something Tism would do. Build your own pinball table and it'll be shit.
God damn.
But Australian franchise pinball tables, it would have been nice to see an aggro one.
Crocodile Dundee table?
Skippy?
Skippy! Dun, dun, dun. It's got to feature all that cheesy 50s music.
Hey, Graham Kennedy, the pinball table.
Pee-wee was choking the chicken. That is, basically what I said. Lewd act.
He was playing pinball in an adult cinema.
Well, that was the thing. It was an adult theatre, wasn't it? So, does that kind of bring it down a notch? It's not like he was watching Toy Story or something.
Maybe he was.
He was getting a Woody over Woody. Hang on, that's a clip. You guys won't clip, I'll clip myself.
Hello. Wrapping up a
200 million.
Texas Chainsaw Massacre. That probably would have made for a killer, no pun intended. Table.
I definitely think that if a Stranger Things table doesn't exist, it has to, and a Wednesday table. Like all these big current name shows have to be featured. That was a lousy effort. Not happy with that.
Not happy, Jan.
Why does this take so long to get to retrieve the high scores?
Oh my gosh, that sounds like it could have been for the most ridiculous pinball table of all time. Yellow Pages, the pinball table.
I thought you were going to go there.
Yeah.
Stern did do Stranger Things. Cool. Yeah, they have to. I'm trying to... Oh, look at my high score compared to... Who's this dude? Meppy64. He's a friend on my list and I don't know who he is.
The strangers you meet online.
So you don't have this game. Just clearing that up, right?
I do.
On
I just don't play it. I just don't play it that much. No, I mainly get all my pinball packs from the Steam version.
On Steam. I've got it on Steam as well, but all my packs... I hate how it's not cross-platform. That pisses me off. So I've had to pay for all of the Xbox ones. But if I ever do get a digital pinball machine, I've got to then go out and buy them all again on PC.
Oof.
That's a lot of tables. That's 100 tables.
I've been playing this since Pinball FX2, so not as far back as you've been playing it, but it has upset me like that some of the tables from the past haven't transitioned over to the current one.
Yeah, they lost Rocky and Bullwinkle. Fuck that.
That's probably for the best.
They lost South Park.
Lost Ninja Gaiden.
Was there a Ninja Gaiden table?
Yes, there was. But Pinball FX2, there was a Ninja Gaiden one. There was also a Street Fighter 2 one, and that one was pretty shit. But
Street
I don't know.
Fighter? Oh yeah, it was terrible. It was bad.
The one that out of all those video game ones from around that time, the one that I really got into, which was surprisingly good, was the Plants vs Zombies one.
Yeah, I didn't like it, but yeah, just not my thing. What machine? There's music going on in the background. I don't know what that's from. I did know that there were Bethesda tables. Yeah. Now I haven't bought. No, hang on. Oh no, I've bought them all now. Okay, I have bought all of the machines. There was some that I had not bought previously, but now I've got them all. So which table are you interested in looking at?
Oof. Let's have a look.
Woof. Don't have
Woof.
that. All right. Tell me when to go. Tell me when to go right. Hang on. Hang on. I'll make it easier for you. There we go.
About to say,
That was pathetic.
Game Boy Bryant, calm down.
I'd say Doom, but it's based on the 2016 Doom, the boring Doom. So no.
Hang on. Do you want me to go? So there's the Williams tables.
A Marvel one would be good to see, but I'm kind of sick of seeing Marvel right now. Jaws.
Paulie Kwan has triggered off the question of the day. What's the next game that you are buying?
Oh, that's a tough one. There's a few games that are on my radar. I would have said Final Fantasy Fear Riven, but I've already got that pre-ordered.
Back to this.
What do I want? What do I want? So much. I've just been adding PS4 and PS5 games that I've been missing out just on my wish list.
Wanted Dead.
Wanted Dead.
Any of these machines that you want to see? Because if you don't pick, I'm going to pick one.
Terror. Let's do Roadshow. Terrify me. Bring back some childhood trauma.
6,200 units. That doesn't sound like a lot, but that's a lot of pinballs.
Let's wreck some roads.
Yeehaw! God bless America. God damn. This is so Americana. It's crazy. Oh, come on. I was trying to show him the clip of you. Yes, Game Boy Bryant, you keep mentioning that clip. You get it. You saw something funny.
I've got a bone to pick with you, Game Boy Bryant. I've been buying more physical games lately, and there was a game that you wouldn't stop going on about last year, and it's gotten to the point where I just had to buy a physical edition of it. Yes, I bought a physical edition of the game Quake for the PS5 Game Boy Bryant.
Shit.
Oh no, it's really
I
good.
was gonna say, where's this going? Well, there you go. That was the quickest game of Roadshow that you've ever seen. That was pathetic. That was real bad.
I wonder how many injuries have happened with those heads. Like some cheeky guy going, here, look, watch as I stick my finger in the mouth and have it bitten off or something.
No, there's a glass. You can't touch it. The glass top. You can't touch the table. Or maybe people took the glass off, is what you're saying.
Yeah. What else am I saying? It's not like people are smashing the glass just to get to... smashing the glass just to get some head. No.
Really? We're going there tonight?
No. Let's not go down that path.
Yeah, that bulldozer is bloody annoying.
I gotta do some sick tricks though. I'm sorry, not the PM says, why does the background music sound like a Grease soundtrack? A Grease track.
Isn't this 93?
Something like that.
God damn it. That
Like
shakes the table something hard.
Yeah, because the thing I remember about pinball tables is like stuff like this was a huge step up from what pinball tables were like, a year or two ago. Like they added some really nice special features to these pinball machines, like talking heads.
It was so disappointing that the technology was getting up to this point where the tables were damn awesome, and they were getting so complex that the companies just couldn't afford to keep up with the tech.
Yeah, that's a shame.
And it all just hit when it hit year 2000, because no one was going to arcades. That was another aspect of it all. It just fell in a huge shit, and then for a good 15 years we got hardly any pinball machines at all. It just fell off a cliff.
And even then, the pinball machine you did get, you're lucky enough it was a good one.
Hey Slapnut, how you doing?
G'day,
Sorry,
Slapnut.
we can't use that name in this chat. That is just rude. It's against T's and C's. Just so you don't, it's just in case you're wondering what I'm referring to there. Slapnut, the DJ, had that name on Xbox for years, like 15, 20 years or something. And only just this year it got banned. He had to change the name because of a breach of
That sucks.
reasons, So it's like, wow, for 20 odd years that's been not a problem. He's never had anyone mention it in that time frame, by the way. That's another thing. Oh, but now it's offensive. Okay.
Ridiculous.
That's why I changed to Barjas. I was waiting for someone to say something about that. Barjas. I remember someone's trying to say my name. Sabarjas. 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 That's why I changed it to Sin Spacies, because I was thinking, yeah, it's just better. The only thing is that's bad about that is I become a target if I'm streaming. People just search up my name. Oh, there he is. He's live.
Oh, I'm worried. I'm worried with the T's and C's is going to get to the point because I've got Kaiser in mine, which is just German for Emperor. There's no bad incantation with that word whatsoever. I'm worried that T and C's is going to find that offensive. Because they're going to, misunderstand. That makes me sound, no. They're going to think that word's affiliated with something else when it's, not.
Well, with Sin Spacies, I can't do any merch with just the letters SS for that reason.
Oof, that makes it look bad. You've got an SS and you've also got a Kaiser on the stream.
And Sorax Space had the same issue because he's also SS.
Hey, what about Sega Saturn?
Yeah, you can't. Oh, you can abbreviate. They used to abbreviate it to just SAT.
What a guy.
There's that angle again.
Probably also helped that they actually used the planet Saturn with an S wrapped around it for its logo, which is quite genius, actually.
Saturn should have been a better console. It shouldn't.
Oh, yeah.
They should have made it 3D
So long, y'all.
from the start. A company like Sega not making it a 3D console after the Mega Drive to then, because their big push with the Mega Drive originally was bring the arcade home. So why not keep that inconsistent with your arcades and bring the arcade 3D experience home? I don't understand why they, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it was just wow.
Yes. Oh, there's
All
plenty
right, I
of
gotta try that again.
There's plenty of mistakes with the Saturn. Oh, there's too many to list with that.
Time to go to work.
Saturn needed a good Sonic launch title. Yep. Oh, it needed a lot of...
And
Don't get
instead,
me wrong. I love the Saturn. It's a good console. There's a lot of good games, but the marketing people at the time, all they were interested in was seeing 3D games, and the Saturn couldn't do it really well.
Thursday. Hey, let's get a souvenir.
I hate this chick's
but
voice.
but
Hey,
they
let's
said-
get a souvenir. Hey, do you know who it looks like? What's Steve Irwin's wife's
Oh,
called?
thinking that. Oh, why didn't we get a Steve Irwin pinball table?
What's her name?
I don't remember.
I just remember Bindi. I can't remember her name.
That's the daughter.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I can only remember Bindi because it's such a weird name. I've never heard of a Bindi before as a name.
It's a plant, isn't it?
It's something you step on in the summer.
Yeah.
That left-hand shoot sucks, man.
Oh, imagine that being born and your parents go, look, listen here, little prick, Bindi.
Yeah, that's how they came about it. Hang on, I'm gonna clip that.
And not, oh, he said that. Oh yeah, that's one of my problems with the Saturn. Like all their good 3D games happened at the very tail end of the console.
There's so many good 2D games that got launched in Japan but not imported into America because American executives thought. Did you know that? What is it? Trying to figure the game. Castlevania Symphony of the Night was poo-pooed on.
Yes,
back
it
in-
was.
It was like, you guys don't know what you got. You got this gem of a game. Everyone bangs on about it now. But at the time, they were like, this is 2D. This is just more of the same. This sucks. It's like, you dickheads, play it.
To be fair, the majority of people were sick of 2D at the time. They wanted the new 3D stuff, which was pretty new at the time.
Yeah, but it wasn't ready. 3D wasn't ready. That whole generation actually really shits me. Saturn, Nintendo 64, PlayStation 1. I don't like that generation much at all.
Ooh, hot take.
No, because it was all trying to do something that they weren't ready for at that stage. So they basically treated the gamers as guinea pigs, where they were trying to do all this new tech. It's funny that Nintendo were the only ones that seemed to get it right from the word go with Mario. That was just such, I wouldn't say fluke, but man, that was just such a lucky launch.
Wednesday.
You know the story about Bubsy 3D? They launched it. They were so proud of it. And then they were showing it off at an expo, and someone at the booth for Bubsy went down to Nintendo and came back because they didn't know about Mario 64. And they said, guys, you might want to go check out the Nintendo booth. I think we're stuffed.
Have you played that Bubsy 3D game? I have. It's
I have.
quite the experience.
It's just shit.
No.
Even Jumping Jack Flash was better.
Like Bubsy 3D definitely needs some more time in the oven, that's for sure.
The half-baked game, yeah.
Yeah. And even if it was like they got the controller issue fixed, I don't think it would have been that great of a game regardless.
Meanwhile, though, like Sega Rally Championship on the Saturn was damn good.
Yes, it was.
Virtual Fighter, yeah, but Virtual Cop, man, that game looks so good.
Although Daytona USA was a bit of a disappointment. What was another racing game? Was it not Tonka? Toka. One of the later. It had a.
Tonga, the video game.
No, they had a racing game towards the end, like 97, 98, called like Toka or something like that. And the thing I was impressed with it was the speed of it. It was just.
Oh, okay.
It ran so smoothly, although the PAL version ran like shit, but the Japanese version ran 60 frames really smooth.
Gran Turismo and Colin McRae were two racing games that got released back then that I absolutely loved. And I still think that one of the tweet that I put out today was, what do you think is the biggest contribution to gaming? I think Gran Turismo is one of the biggest contributions to gaming as far as being leaps and bounds ahead of every other game that was out before it. Didn't the devs of Bubsy 3D make a big deal about the game's resolution? Despite, yeah, they thought they were onto a winner because there was nothing else like it at the time. But they just walked down the hall and they saw Mario 64 and they were like, "Oh shit, guys, we need to do something about this." All right, let's try something else. All right, this is a weird game, Dr. Dude.
I remember seeing this one at the airports back in the day. You know, back when everywhere had a pinball or an arcade machine, like your airports had it, your bowling alleys had it, the petrol stations had the arcade machines as well.
Seeing Mario 64 was a big oh shit moment for them. Yeah, or for everyone. I didn't get that fascinated with it. I saw it and I thought, well, that looks good, but I don't think the tech's ready yet. But meanwhile, everyone was just like, God damn, this is so good. But then again, I kind of hated the Nintendo 64 for being a cartridge-based system when everyone else was moving on to CDs. And that was my big protest against that machine. I still don't think there's many games on the Nintendo 64 that I think are worth going back to now. That pisses a lot of people off, but that's just the way I feel about it. I think the Saturn, even the Sega Saturn, had way more games that are playable now compared to Nintendo 64. Although, you know, Ocarina of Time and Mario Kart and Mario 64, Ocarina of Time, Mario Kart, they were like the three big ones. People bang on about GoldenEye. I'm sorry, but GoldenEye looks like crap now. Everyone's banging on about it. It was good for the time, but it just doesn't hold up. What's your opinion on GoldenEye?
Overrated. And I've been saying it for like a long time now.
and another thing is that when GoldenEye was doing the rounds, Quake 2 was running on the Saturn. Or Quake. And that just leaves GoldenEye for dead. Especially that soundtrack. Far out.
And not the PM says Nintendo didn't use CDs because of the piracy issues with CDs. That just reminds me of Dreamcast. We're going to use GDIs. You can't pirate that, and it's perhaps the easiest console to play pirated games on. Don't even need a chip.
You know the story about how that became easily piratable?
No, do tell.
A magazine released a title on the cover, and it was not meant to be released in its in that state. It was meant to be patched up before they put it out. And hackers at the time were able to see that that was like a key to be able to release any get jailbreak and get over any sort of locks that are in place. And so that's what led to that dancing reindeer. Did you ever see that? You know the one I'm talking about?
Oh yeah, I had a few copies of that.
And it was because of that freebie on the cover that led to that being a thing. Yeah. This game does not have a shoot again option. That sucks.
That boot disc was such a lifesaver back in the day because there were so many great Dreamcast games.
But it killed this console. It was great. I remember I bought it honestly on eBay back in the day. I think I paid like $300 or $400 for the Dreamcast. Probably not even that because it was junk back then. No one wanted it, and so I paid $250 I think, and I got a couple of games with it. But they said plus special bonus. I had no idea what special bonus was. And then the console arrived in the box and everything, and it was just like, what are all these discs? He gave me a shit ton of discs. It was like 80 discs, and they're all no, it wasn't lewd, and they were all just Dreamcast pirated titles along with that key. Like I didn't even try to go down that path of the pirate path. It came to me. I was innocent, Your Honor.
Yet you've got the device that copied Super Nintendo games on the floppy disk.
We won't talk about that. We're not talking about that.
No. It's just alleged. It's just rumor and innuendo. It's just rumor.
Wasn't it funny that the machine that I used to copy Super Nintendo games was just an adapter for the device that I used on the Mega Drive to do the same thing?
That's insane.
This is how mental the industry was back then. It could only copy up to 8 megs, and Super Nintendo games tended to be bigger than Mega Drive games, so that didn't really leave me with many games that I could pirate back in the day or copy. Back up. That's the polite term. Yeah, a lot of the games on the Super Nintendo are pretty big in comparison to the Mega Drive versions. This guy on the right, I want to punch him.
Although the thing I liked about Sega, when you do know that you got a big Mega Drive game, is when they bloody advertise it on the box. This features a 32 meg cartridge.
I think Super Street Fighter 2 was the biggest title to get released. It always comes down the middle there. That's just nuts. That is such a shit design.
Around Super Nintendo.
Sorry?
What, the Super Nintendo?
No, Mega Drive had a 32 meg cart. I think that was it was Super Street Fighter 2. I think that was the biggest. So I'm just looking at the face on that nurse, man. What the?
She's definitely being in the medicine cabinet, that's for sure.
Is that the biggest one? Biggest Mega Drive game? Super Street Fighter 2, right?
I would have thought it'd be Virtua Racer, to be honest.
No, that was not fed. Hang on a minute. You're talking about most powerful. That's different. I don't even think there was that much memory on that game. I could be wrong.
Let me look it up.
Oh, that's a new high score. What the? She's on some shit. Look at that like that. She reminds me of what was that band that had that cover, the famous cover of the chick putting the gloves on? She was a porn star.
Oh, Blink.
Was it Blink? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what it reminds me of. The hot, sexy nurse. Nurses hate that shit. Real life nurses hate the sexy nurse image. I mean, can't blame them. Deviant old perv patients in there slapping, the butts of nurses because they think they've got some sort of pass right to do it. Are you searching it?
Yeah, and the thing that pops up is Super Street Fighter 2. Yeah, you're right.
So it would be interesting to see, as you said, what is the actual comparison to... Hang on a sec. Just one moment. My wife's playing music in the background. If it catches up on the mic, I'm done for. So just one sec. Far out. This is so bad. That's not a fair quote. Emerald Rangers, you got to remove that quote. That's not a fair quote. I'm talking about the game. I'm not talking about life in general. I'm talking about the game. Do you want me to do a top loader here? I'm talking about the game. I was actually in the game and I'm talking about the game, so the quote can't count. It doesn't count. Because if I was talking about life, then you can count it. But because I'm in the game and I'm talking about the game, it doesn't count. Isn't that what top loader does?
Oh, but we did. Seb Viney did just gift a sub. I'm not going to hit that button again, but thank you. You know what? No, I will. I will. We're doing it again.
That was mental. What the...
You got to get in camera.
Oh, man. All right, so I'll just let you know what happened then. That was bizarre. I could hear music playing in the background. Was it Who Let the Dogs Out? Right? And it was playing pretty loud. And my wife's just got home and I'm thinking, what are you doing? And I'm yelling out at her, don't play that music out loud while I'm streaming. If that gets picked up on the mic, I get done for with a copyright. And she goes, I didn't play it. So I go hunting around, where's this music coming from? The Google Assist upstairs started playing it by itself. Somehow it heard a voice command to play it or something, and it's just started playing music at full volume. It's just nuts. The damn machines.
Oh, that happened to me when I was trying to sleep at my parents' place one night. It was 4 o'clock in the morning. I was just trying to sleep, and then suddenly Def Leppard just burst out on the Google device and wakes me up.
What's that Def Leppard song?
Yeah, Love Bites. That was the
yeah,
song.
that's it. Yeah,
it was freaky, but I was looking at, but to go back to an earlier conversation, yeah, the Street Fighter cartridge is like more than twice the size of the Virtua Fighter one. Not Virtua Fighter, Virtua Racer one.
So the virtual racing game wouldn't have needed much in the way of memory because all it is polygons and numbers. There's no actual textures.
No
and
soundtrack either.
and the sound that would have been just like midis, which again is just digits. So the biggest part of that would have been the actual physical hardware to run it. Would be interesting to see what the actual memory being used on that game was. Oh, geez, that was a close call.
Yeah, according to the articles that I've read, Virtua Racer was only 2 megabytes.
No. No. Really?
Yep.
Hard driving was only 2 megs.
And
I need to, no, exactly. I need to find.
This is like
I need to do some research on that.
Not megabits. This is like a bit different. Like this is if you're trying to put.
No, I know that. So hard driving was a 2 megabit game.
Megabyte. Oh, sorry. So,
it was megabits.
Yeah, megabits for hard driving, megabytes for Virtua Racer.
No, I still got to check what it was in comparison.
And guess how big Super Street Fighter 2 was?
32.
32 megabits, yes, but 5 megabytes.
Oh, I hate this bits and bytes bullshit. Oh, God damn it.
I know, it makes you hungry, doesn't it?
That's so bad.
I know.
All that stuff you see there on the top right, the special effects, it's just for this version of the game.
Yeah, because I don't remember seeing that at all. That's...
this is what it actually looks like.
crazy.
But because I was showing that off, I got distracted and I lost the ball. Good one, Brian. All right, might look at upgrades. Can we upgrade? Yes, we can.
Some of
That's
the
a new high score. All right, we'll try it one more time and see if we can do better. Because that was a pretty lousy effort.
some of the imagery in this game is quite what the hell indeed.
Oh, it's extremely 90s. In
I
a
remember-
bad way.
The other one I remember that was in this art style was this weird guy. I thought that looked like a dog because of like the lighting and whatnot. He looked like a dog. It was like some junkyard game.
Oh, I think I know the one, and I'll try and find it.
Like the goggles on his head and whatnot, the big moustache.
I'm not really a fan of the art style.
No.
It's just like someone just got bored on their lunch break and doodled all over their A4 grid paper and came up with this loosely.
Looks like it looks like Jim Carrey in a bad 80s sex comedy movie.
That style reminds me of Mad Magazine. Ah, that's putting shit on Mad. I liked Mad Magazine. We didn't have anything else, so that Mad Magazine was just something as a form of entertainment to make up for the fact that we didn't have internet. That's it. And that stuff was funny to us now, but I go back and I look at it now. It's not funny to me now. It's just the way it is. It's just not entertaining.
Yeah. That's like going back to full frontal and fast forward. It's just not funny anymore.
No. What's the mix master? Oh, at the top there. How do I get up there? Yeah, I'm trying to. Shut up.
I remember seeing Mad Magazine on the store shelves all the time. I was just fascinated with the covers because they look so cool. Although one time I was at a thrift shop and I did find a National Lampoon book.
Did you just call it a thrift shop? You American.
Howdy, y'all.
We don't call it thrift shops here.
Okay, was that a salvo? Who's...
This is what internet does to you kids. It makes you turn into an American. Ah, goddamn.
That's like, what was it? That's like a horror movie. Dr. Australian, Mr. American.
Well, I've been Americanized in one or two ways. One, I don't call them power boards anymore. I've been calling them power strips. I'm like, stop it. I've been using power boards all my life. Why am I suddenly calling them power strips?
Yeah, there's some Australianisms that I refuse to let go of, like calling it Sega instead of Sega.
It's just like when I see that logo, I see Sega. It's just how I was raised, how it was forced down my throat at the time. We didn't get a high score then. That would have been pretty lousy effort. Oh, it was actually closer than I thought. Alright, I'll try that later. That looks sus, that picture in the background. Apparently, they had a lot of things that they had to censor in this before they could keep the everybody rating. Cigarettes had to be all removed from any of the artwork in the background. Any booze had to be changed to soda.
That's lame. That's...
I think No Good Golfers was one that had to be changed.
Yeah, because I can picture that golfer having a cigarette. They had to censor the Elvira table as well. Because there's
On the Pinball
Pinball.
Arcade.
Pinball Arcade, yeah, they had to censor one of the Elvira ones. You know the table where she goes through and there's like all these family members that named like Head? They cut out one character called Good Head.
Give me strength. Do you know what? Like, alright. If you're releasing a pinball machine and you got to look at who your target audience is, it's not kids. Kids don't give a crap about pinball machines. So wouldn't you just
I gave a crap about them as a kid, but
yeah, but you're in that era, and kids now are so hard to get their attention. They're just really difficult to stop them from watching their iPads or their
pinball table. You mean I have to actually use my hands and press buttons?
Because I get kids coming over to visit, and even though you look at my room and all the crap I've gotten here in games, they're just not interested. They don't give a shit. And I find that just
Disturbing.
weird. Just weird.
Look at the golfer dance.
I know, I was watching that. Like, especially when I was living at Janelli and I had all of the games out, right? I used to stand there sometimes when I was about to go to bed and just look at the amount of games that I had and just think, I can't remember buying half of this. Like, where's this stuff come from over the years? Like, I was really impressed with my own collection. And kids come over, they look at it for 2 seconds and just like, yeah, okay, you got anything to eat? Just... Listen here, you little scumbag. This is 30 years of game collections you're looking at here, and you're just not giving it the respect that it deserves, you little shit.
Just picturing a kid coming in, columns, you can't eat that.
Oh, he's got a British accent. No! I love old pinball and arcade machines and just stuff in general. That's kind of why I want to get a pinball machine and an arcade machine, because I think once you get those two set up with say over 100 pinball machines on the digital setup and an arcade machine with thousands of games, I think even like the most hard to impress snot-nosed kid would be at least giving that a bit of a look. And mind you, I'm not buying this stuff to impress kids. Couldn't give a shit if they like my collection or not, but I still find it fascinating that their attention span is just so bad these days that they can't even be impressed with the toys in the collection and stuff like that. Did you see the Robotnik that's next to me? It's been there all stream. Hang on.
Ah, there he is.
I just picked it, like that was given to me for my birthday, late birthday present. It's huge. It's like 3/4 the size of the Xbox Series X. Super. I can't pick it up because it falls apart. It's designed to. It's actually designed to fall apart because it's part of a catapult game.
Oh.
And you got to destroy Robotnik.
That's clever.
And it even has a. Hang on, I got to pause.
Let me guess. It takes 8 hits before it falls apart.
No, 3 hits.
Oh no, they've Nintendoized it.
And I just got one more thing to show. Hang on.
It's a Chaos Emerald!
It's a Chaos Emerald. That's actually, a Chaos Emerald. God damn it. Where's the sound effect for that one? I'm trying to find the sound effect. I can't find it. Oh, there. It's a Chaos Emerald. And it comes with a Robotnik, miniature toy Robotnik, which is kind of cool.
Cute.
In a few years' time, I will look like that. My second Knuckles toy now that I've got in my collection, it looks almost like the other one I've got.
Nice to know you got a pair of Knuckles now.
Oh god, badoom shish. And of course the Sonic, he won't stand up though. This Sonic is so annoying, the way they posed him.
He's drunk.
So I have to lean him up against the machine.
That's a sassy pose.
It is, right?
It's like...
Yeah, the forearm is like, what? And a tails, and he won't stand up either. He has to, because his tail is so heavy, I have to lean him forward. It kind of reminds me of Smurfs. I used to have... There was one Smurf that just, the bastard would never stand up. And I think it was the beer one. The beer that he was holding, by the way, found out later it's super rare and hard to get now. Because there's no way that they would do that now. But he had a huge stein of beer, Smurf, right? Kids figurine, and he would always fall over with the beer stein. It was that big, and back in the day, the most sought after Smurf was astronaut Smurf, because he had the astronaut suit on, and that was really hard to get. But later, as the years went on, it ended up not being the most expensive one. It was the beer one, and I can't find it now. We had it, and now it's worth a lot.
I remember Kmart selling those things for years. Like they're all, like was it like that in the area you were at? They're always in Kmart, but like always at the checkout aisle.
No. We going back to when I was a kid, it was black and white and Stone Age, and Fred Flintstone cars were around, and etc. etc. BP stations were selling them.
Ah, doesn't surprise me. Yeah, because I remember them being sold in Kmart. Like they were just these little.
That was
like,
later as it got more popular.
Yeah.
That the toy stores would be like, we want in on that. So then it got extended out to those shops. But originally it was just BP.
Interesting.
You get a Slurpee in a Smurf.
Trying to think, the last time that I saw the those little figurines, I think it was like late 2000s, and they must have faded.
There was a bit of a comeback, yeah.
I know the last time I saw Smurfs merch was at Bunnings of all places. They had garden gnomes, but like all these different Smurfs, and I'm not gonna lie, I was tempted to buy them all, and by the time I was like, you know what, I'm gonna buy them. Someone already beat me to them.
Oh, the way you just raised your voice then, the high pitch, reminded me of... Oh, God damn it. No. It's a good thing. Relax. Mark from Classic Games Room. Remember Derek?
No, I don't think I was watching at the time. He was the Undertow. Wait, he was the Undertow.
Undertow.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's resurfaced after all this time. So since 2017... when the show, the channel got sort of canned, he's been, because he was paid. He was working for him. It wasn't something that he was just doing as a hobby. He was a full-time worker there, and then he suddenly found himself out of a job because the channel was being shut down, and he kind of went through depression over it. You can see it's so obvious that the guy just was in a mess with the announcement, and he's now just sort of I think he's working for a college or a university or something, and he suddenly just this year resurfaced in an interview for the first time.
I'd like to imagine he's teaching a class about gaming history.
he's actually teaching social media skills.
Poor guy.
And I find it kind of odd that the guy's teaching about social media, right? But yet he hasn't worked out a way to get back into the game himself. I find that sad, because I want to see him form his own channel or make a comeback in somewhere else. Thank God it wasn't in that, what's that Fuel TV or whatever that shit was?
G4.
G4, yeah. Thank God he wasn't part of that.
He's a bit too intelligent for that channel. G4 was always...
It was highbrow. It was too highbrow.
Yeah, G4 was more shock humor disguised as video games, or the later years were.
That whole thing was so dumb. Their whole stick was, we're just going to be dumb teenage boobies, sort of college type humor. You know, Animal House style humor. And then when they do the revamp, the first thing you see is this woman getting on a soapbox about how they're not going to be doing that sexist type of content anymore, and she was attacking all the people that were basically her viewers, and basically just ripping into them, saying you guys are a bunch of scumbags, etc., etc.
I feel bad for the completionist on that video. You can tell he's just so
You watch it, he's just like, what the hell have I just got myself in for? Yeah. He's just, he if anyone was to try and, you know, hold him accountable for being a part of that scene. I think they just weren't watching that video properly.
He looked like he's like, I want to get out of here. This isn't what I pictured G4 being as a kid.
Well, of course he's agreeing with her in the scene and cheering
Sort of
her on because he's trying. Yeah, he's kind of just there on the scene. What DLC do you recommend buying for this?
All of
Mars
it.
Land, if I've gone and bought all of it, but that's not what I'd recommend. I'll get out of this. Hang on a sec, because it is pricey.
Oh yeah.
And I'm stupid when it comes to stuff like this. Hey, we just doubled our high score. I'm just going to go to the... here we go. So this is every game that's actually in the collection. So you don't worry about this. This is my favorites, and this is... I don't know what this category means. But anyway. So... Oh, they're challenges. Okay, so they're current challenges that are on. So you got the first lot, which is the Zen Studios. They're probably the cheapest ones to get, and they're not too bad.
There's some pretty good stuff in there.
I'd suggest going after all the Williams tables first. Because when they made that announcement that they was basically stealing the Williams license off Pinball Arcade, that was such a huge announcement. And not only were they taking the license, but Pinball Arcade lost the license and had to stop selling half of their content overnight. It was such a shock. So if you don't know, there's Pinball FX 1, 2, and 3, and then they're going back to soon. They'll be releasing Pinball FX. There's a new Pinball FX game coming out, which is Pinball FX 4, but they're not calling it that. They're just going to be calling it Pinball FX because, yeah, let's just make it complicated, yeah? I think Party Zone is the one you're thinking of. Oh, no, Junkyard, yeah.
Oh.
Sorry. So, and there's also Pinball Arcade, which was another company that was doing pinball simulations, and the two were kind of neck and neck when it came to how good they were doing it. But everyone kind of leaned towards Pinball FX because they had the extra features. They had these so these Zen pinball machines, for example, they're not based on real pinball machines. They're just based on tables that they've made up specifically for a video game, and that's it. And so what you end up with is these tables which probably could be a real table in real life, but there's a lot of stuff that's happening on the board that there's just no way that could happen in a pinball game. But then these ones came out, the Williams tables, and these are actually based on real machines. This is probably what I would recommend getting, is just go after all these DLCs. They are expensive though. I can't stress that enough.
Well, you are paying for good quality tables though.
I was going to say that they are worth it because the tables are just so damn good. You've then got Jurassic Park 1, 2, and 3. Well, not really 1, 2, and 3. Jurassic Park Pinball, Jurassic World Pinball, and Jurassic Park Pinball Mayhem. I don't know why they bothered releasing. I think they were just obliged to release 3 different tables contractually. Back to the Future, Jaws, and E.T. The Back to the Future table is actually not bad. I like it because it's got a present, a past, and a good future and a bad future. So there's like 4 different variations on the one table. Then you got Marvel. If you're into your Marvel universe, this is actually not that bad.
No, it's not bad, but there's a lot of miss in there as well.
There's a lot of filler.
Yeah, like if you like Iron Man, stay away from the Iron Man table. Although you got some good stuff like blah, 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 blah.
Fantastic Four is a good table.
Fantastic Four is a fantastic one. Sorry, that was unintentional. Oh.
You idiot. Yeah. Anyway, yeah.
World War Hulk is a good one, and one of the I think it's Infinite.
Deadpool's a good table.
And he's playing with himself in the table too, which If you don't know what I mean by that, there's a miniature
Yeah.
version of him playing the pinball table alongside of you.
Is that sorry Chewbacca wearing a set of aviator goggles?
Oh.
What a dopey icon that is. The Star Wars games have got some good ones, and again, some. It's very similar to the Marvel lot, in that there's very good ones and there's some fillers. Out of all of these, I'm trying to think of the one that I like the most.
The Bubba the Fett one's pretty good.
There's one where they have, I think it's Star Wars Pinball, just the Star Wars, because they have the old school Star Wars with the red, blue, dark, bad versus evil, split down the middle.
Bad versus evil. Oh no, good versus
Good
evil.
versus evil. Yeah. The red and blue, and they have the two lightsabers to split the table in half, each dedicated. Look at these names though.
I heard that.
You heard that?
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't think that was coming out on the mic. I don't know how you heard that.
I've got good ears.
Yeah, but I don't know how the sound came through to you. I think this one's actually not bad. The Force Awakens. Oh no! This one, the Yoda and.
Of the Force.
I'll play one now. Oh, I've got to be careful. Actually, hang on.
Yeah, the mouse will come. Darth Mickey will
No.
come.
I got to be careful on the copyright. Hang on. Streaming licensed music off. Zen Studios grants permission to players and streamers and YouTubers to monetize. So if you turn it, all right, turn that off. Wow, that was close. Not the PM who's changed colors for some reason. All right, I'll be off. Take care, everyone. Okay, thank you for dropping in.
Been a pleasure as always, not the PM. Thanks for dropping by.
The Williams tables have look amazing. The Good versus Evil is a fun table. I also like Walking Dead's a good table actually. Yeah.
The most serious mind.
They just turn the music off flat out. They don't even replace it with something generic. It's just no music at all. Thanks. Star Wars, dickheads.
Ah, great. Now I'm thinking of what would make a good pinball table. Married with Children, the pinball table.
This one's okay, but it's not this one that I'm thinking of. Hang on.
Okay. Like the artwork on it.
Yeah, the artwork's good, but that's not the table. I think it is just this one.
Reminds me of the videotapes that came out before the special editions.
This is a good one. I like this. But again, it's not this one that I'm thinking of.
I remember that. Oh no, that was Pinball Arcade that had the Doctor Who ones, and one of them was pretty shit.
I Return the Jedi one I don't like.
Jedi Knight and friend.
Yeah, nah. Like, it's okay, but it's not like one that I would stress to people to play.
The Boba Fett one's pretty okay.
Oh, this is Rogue One.
Feed the zipper flipper and use it to score.
Look, the title of the Rogue One looks classy. It looks like the Jedi font, Return of the Jedi font.
Star Wars, Starfighter Assault.
I think it's this one.
Enemy fighters approaching.
That's one of them.
No, I think this one is the good one. Yeah, I like this. Especially as soon as the first thing you hear is God damn it! I can't think of the name of the T fighters. That's it.
The X-Wings.
No, not the X-wings.
TIE Fighters.
Yeah, this is it. Just looks so damn
Oh,
good.
nice.
Hey, that pilot though, and is that the one that dies because he's got a burger and milkshake in the? You know the fat one that dies in the Star Wars here in the first one. Do you know the one I'm talking about?
Yeah.
And someone redone it, and he's got like a burger and a shake in his hand. And they've done it so damn good. The clip looks convincing. And we've got a guy that looks like him that I know, and everyone was just tagging him in it. Yeah, exactly. The burp. I'm not gonna play it. I just wanted to show. Yeah, and you got Fallout, Doom, Skyrim. Out of all of these, I don't really like rate these tables as great tables, but I haven't had much of a chance to play them yet, so I just haven't had a chance to grow to like them. And then you got Aliens versus Predator, and Alien Isolation. Again, I haven't had much time with those. Family Guy, Bob's Burgers, Archer, and American Dad. I have no interest in these shows whatsoever, including Family Guy. I know everyone bangs on about that show, but I just do not care. And then you got Portal and The Walking Dead. There's so much potential for this game to produce like content. Like where are the JRPG based tables?
Yeah, where's our Final Fantasy pinball?
A Final Fantasy pinball would damn be good. Even just a Sonic one or a Mario. Oh, well, you'll never see a Mario one. Or will you? They could. I don't know. But anyway, back to your question. Just buy up the Williams tables and just pick and choose what you want out of the Marvel stuff.
Yeah, some of the original ones are worth playing too. Like the paranormal ones are really worth playing.
Oh, that was a question someone asked. Which was the one that you... this is the only table that I've got the master on. Paranormal, sorry. I've maxed it out. God, I went to all sorts of online forums to see the best way to get that achievement, and they said Paranormal is the easiest table to do it on. I spent ages on that to get that damn achievement. Out of all of these, my favorite is probably Tesla.
Interesting.
Tesla's just so, I just love the story behind the guy Tesla himself, and the fact that someone's put a table dedicated to him. I just think that's so damn good. Guys, I'm gonna wrap it up. It's been interesting. I don't know what I'm going to be playing or streaming this week. I have no idea. So if you follow me over on Twitter, you'll find out when I do. Do you have any suggestions? Because I'm out of... I was playing that crap The World Ends With You, and then we started streaming... What was the last game we streamed? Hyrule Warriors. And I've lost my voiceover dude. He's gone.
Hey, me.
Yeah, you.
I just got people walking in the background. Don't want that being picked up.
All right. So no, I don't know what I'll be streaming. Have you got any suggestions as to what I could be streaming next?
Oh.
Suggestions only.
Suggestions only. Oh. I'm trying to think, but a lot of the games I'm thinking of have a lot of licensed stuff in it.
Licensed stuff?
Like music and whatnot, like, I don't know, Persona music game or something like that, but no.
I can stream Persona.
Crazy Taxi, but that probably won't be a very long stream. No, Sonic Adventure, you've done that already, I believe.
Luigi's Mansion?
Luigi's Mansion? Yeah, sure.
Because I didn't finish it.
No. I think you got bored of it or something.
Something else came along.
Bored or lost, one of the two.
I found out, by the way, and this is just a bit of housekeeping, I need glasses to see, because you can see me here trying to read the games. I can see the screen fine, perfect, not a problem. But when I start to try and read stuff that's right in front of me, it's gone. I'm getting old. So I've got myself a pair of glasses coming for that. You won't see me streaming with glasses on, relax. But I might be sticking them on every now and again to read stuff that's up in front of me.
I'm just picturing you got like the Clark Kent glasses, or even
no, metal frames, Tommy Hilfigers or whatever they call him. What's it called? Tommy? You don't know. What am I asking you? You don't. You're not into that crap. Tommy Hill Yeah, Tommy Hilfiger. I don't know how you pronounce it, but that's how I'm pronouncing it. All right, you're falling off a cliff. I'm gonna go. These are the people that made today's stream just that little bit or more awesomer. We had 3 follows tonight, which is really cool. If you haven't already followed, please do. I do put a lot of effort into this. I hope it comes across.
He's good. We swear.
I try. I do try. I'm really trying here. Maybe Virtua Fighting, I know how it would go, and that's why you won't stream it, and you would get angry from the computer cheating.
Oh, that computer's a bastard, especially towards the end. It cheats. He cheats, especially if you're trying to play the bloody original, which has bloody input lag. They fixed it up with the
bloody.
Yeah, they fixed it up with the home console version. Like, if you have to play a really good version of that first one, play over the 32X or the.
We're rolling credits. Credits.
Well, shut up, credits. I'm talking here. I either play the 32X version or the Saturn version. Although stay away from the remix. That's got the same problems as the arcade version.
We done?
Maybe.
We done?
Maybe. I don't know.
These are the people that made today's stream just that little bit more awesomer. We had, gotta read out the names. Drumstep Clown has followed. Thank you very much. We also had Tez914 and JK Gamer 1337. We also had that other guy follow, which didn't come across. It was the German pinball. Yeah, he said he followed and it didn't show up. So, what's that? 4 follows? I'm good at maths. That checks out. Thank you. My name's been Brian. I've been gaming since Spaceys. You guys take care and behave yourselves. That's a threat. Bye.